the door. Bianca, can you hand me my bag?
Bianca, don't do it.
Bianca, will you please explain to Jackson that I need to be at Fusion?
Will you please explain to your mother she's already had a setback with her recovery, leaving against doctor's orders?
Sorry, you're on your own.
You're a coward.
You have to just promise me you'll take it easy.
I will.
You promised?
You're still a coward.
Really, Jack? Come on, get out of my way.
The only place you're going is right back to that bed.
Jack, if you think that you're going to bully me around like this, I don't think I like the idea of this engagement at all.
How long have you known me? And you haven't figured out that I don't respond to heavy pressure tactics.
You have got to make a decision.
When I agreed to work with you and Erica, I didn't agree to roll over and bark every time the Kane women snap their fingers or show up unannounced to harass me. So go back to your mother and tell her I'm figuring out another way out of this mess.
I get that this is a little tough for you.
David is my husband.
It's not like we're asking you to expose him for sabotaging my mother's plane. Although, if you were listening to your conscience, you would have done that already.
If this is your way of getting me on board, it's not working.
The only way to save Fusion is for someone to take the fall for the embezzlement. You can deny it all you want, but David is the only logical choice. Does he mean so much to you that you'd sacrifice your own company for him?
You're asking me to choose between David and Fusion. That's not going to happen.
So you're okay with losing your company?
I'll keep my company and my husband.
David put you in this position.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about. While your mother has done everything she could to take Fusion away from me, David has done nothing but support me. I trust him completely.
Do you? Do you really? Planes falling out of the sky, people getting drugged unconscious for standing up to you. This is where you place your trust. You and Kendall have put every bit of who you are into Fusion since day one. I just can't believe you're going to give up a company that is such a huge part of who you are.
I will fight to keep Fusion alive. And I'll do that without sacrificing the man who kept me alive.
He's not worth it.
This conversation isn't worth it.
Is it true? David's confessing?
News travels fast.
I just ran into him downstairs. He's not exactly the type to sacrifice himself, so this is amazing. The first admirable thing he's done in a long time.
David wants to save Fusion.
He's doing it for you.
This may come as a surprise, but David has a heart.
So do you. Maybe there's hope for you too, after all.
Palmer's will is to be tomorrow, and Doc Weller is sending a list of those who should be in attendance.
Who's going to be there?
I won't be at liberty to say.
Well, that's Palmer. Still in complete control.
I suspect this is going to be quite a show.
If I know Palmer, Pine Valley's in for a big surprise. Good morning. Good morning. How long have you been there?
Let's talk about Caleb and why you're whispering his name in your sleep. So this Caleb guy, you were dreaming about him. What's up with that?
Oh, more like a nightmare. I mean, no electricity, no running water, no heat except for a fireplace, and I had to chop the wood.
You chopped wood? Well, you mean like kindling twigs?
No, I mean like big tree trunk sized logs.
I'm trying to picture it.
Well, when you get that image, would you please picture me chic and sporty and clean?
There's the mother I know and love.
Well, I mean, just because I don't like to rough it doesn't mean that I can't. I even hauled water from the river, and I actually had to fight to sleep on the couch.
So, this Caleb guy, he made you fight for your rescue. I want to hear more about him.
You know, I really want to focus on the present, honey. I mean, I'm being released today. I get to go back to my real life.
Are you changing the subject?
Of course not. But look, Caleb, he was just one of those grumpy loner types. Thinks he's right about everything and everybody else is wrong.
That must have been interesting.
Just arrogant. Pounding on his chest all the time, judging everybody else, as if it takes courage to run away from real life. I mean, nothing to respect there.
So, that was it?
Yeah, that was it. Already.
Yeah, I have a flight back to Paris after Palmer's will is read.
Well, I certainly know how much you miss your two beautiful little girls and Reese.
That loose tooth of Miranda's. I think I might have a date with the tooth fairy. But if there was a wedding in the immediate future, have you set a date?
Oh, well, Jack. I mean, Jack is so impatient he'd get married today if we could.
And you?
Well, coming back to the mess at Fusion and after what David and Greenlee did, I feel like I need a moment or two just to decompress a bit.
Now that David's confessed to setting you up for embezzlement, you can relax. The hard part's over.
I can relax and enjoy every moment of the engagement.
I don't want to intrude. I just thought Jack might be here.
No, Jack is already at the club. We're on our way over there now.
Would you mind letting us have a word?
I'll bring the car around to the front.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna go say hi to JR and Scott.
Okay, or send them to their corners.
You need to get rid of Annie.
Why don't you focus on what's left of your marriage?
I didn't expect to see you here.
Come on. Yeah, good to see you. You're not the only one.
To my darling Bianca, I was proud to help launch your sister Kendall's business. I was just as proud to be a part of the lives of her children and yours. That's why I leave you the puppets from the puppet shows I put on for Miranda, so that your children and their children will always remember their Uncle Palmer, and so you'll always remember that through our children, we see the best of ourselves. Whatever wealth I made and lost and made again, my children are my real treasure, the legacy that matters most. Palmer left this for you.
He says, even though you're Erica Kane, you're my mother first. And I should never forget that you need me. Even though you'll never admit it. Maybe I rushed it a bit about flying back home today. Maybe I should make it a round trip and bring the girls over for a visit. You would do that? How would you like someone to help plan your wedding?
I think Palmer would like that, and so would I.